Fastest possible time to set up a DigiLab, which is 300 seconds. No pressure. So just to give you a bit of background, so Sean has set up a DigiLab in Barking Library. It's now a permanent space. It's got permanent fixture and fittings. This is not like a room that's used as a creche that they move the DigiLab in on a Saturday and clean it up and all goes in a cupboard. It's a permanent space. But Sean doesn't work for the library service. He works for, he's set up a social enterprise. You got the name Brighter Steppings?
Yeah.
So this is the library in partnership, not actually having recruited a team of people to set up the DigiLab, but actually found someone who can do this with them in the library. And I think you get a desk space, don't you, as part of the
Within our space. So okay.
I'll set it up.
So I wasn't going to do this actually, but on our way here we was clearing our stuff this morning. This is Matt. Matt made a joke that, oh, you should do this, and I thought, oh yeah, why not? Therefore, yeah, we might as well do it. So I always make the joke and say, I trick people when they come into DigiLab for the first time. I say, oh, do you want to read the Bible or something like that? But it's not actually. It's not. It's got nothing to do with that at all. So do you want to have a wild guess what this might be? You've seen it before, so I don't need to say anything. Do you want to have a guess what it might be? Controls. I wish.
What's it called? Bookniks, or maybe it's a book that turns into furniture.
Ah, nice. You've gone to sexy, as you saw it clearly from there. You saw the name. So essentially, it's a chair. So I'm gonna sit on it from here. So in case some of you are inspired by it, so in Barking Library, where we operate from, for example, they saw this like, this is really cool. We're gonna order quite a few to put where the children do their story time. So I'm actually sitting on it. It's very, very comfortable. It can take a lot of weight. So I'll put that to one side. So to satisfy that. Okay, so I'm Sean, and I run DigiLab in Barking, and I co-founded Brighter Steppings, which is a social enterprise. And for the past few years, we've been doing some projects with the library, and especially last year we built an app called Storybyte, which is a Twitter bot for reading and writing, basically, to try and make it more fun. It didn't really fly like we wanted it to fly, but that's not the point. We still work with lots of young people in the community on that to get an app going. So the library manager Zoino, which is not able to be here today, but there's a video that we recorded this morning that I'm going to play to you so you can understand why they invested in DigiLab, so to say. And we're going to do some practical stuff as well. So we had a meeting about September, October or so last year, and he basically said, oh, we should do like Storybyte 2.0. And I said, I'm not sure, like, what's the point of like just taking some of that money and giving it to a developer in our team to do that, when we can actually invest that money in like creating a space like DigiLab to create whereby lots of more young people and just adults as well can be equipped with like coding skills, and they'll be able to do more things, like possibly for free in 6 months, 12 months down the line. It makes it's better investment to do that. And then this is the story of how the thing has started. Is the printing.
It's warming up.
It's warming up, right? Cool. So while I'm speaking, hopefully I'm gonna do this. I'll try my best to do less than 10 minutes. It's pretty awesome, I think, anyway. So hopefully by then we should have finished printing a ring. Hopefully someone's going to propose to someone.
Okay, that was yesterday.
So please tweet us at DigiLab, and also on our Instagram page, DigiLab Hub. We do share lots of videos, cool videos, pretty much every day. What I could have done next time, but we didn't have enough time to set up, actually, there's this cool ring that I have. Instead of having to use my hand to touch the thing, I just literally use my ring to change the slide. But I just thought I'd mention that anyway. Okay, so this is the space as of September or so last year. like it used to be a one-stop shop for the council services within the library, and basically they closed it down, and then they wanted to do some more creative stuff with it. And at the time, there's a pod just behind here, and we was having a meeting, and we just got up and we said, oh, how about this space? Would it work for DigiLab? We didn't really have a clue what it was gonna be, so to say then. And I said, yeah, that's cool. I was surprised, like, this space sounds awesome to me. And from that, by the time I turn up in 2 weeks' time, they've like covered it all up, and you can see there's like books in front of it. And then we quickly, not wasting any time at all, in December time, we got design our stuff, and we got a local company on the 8th, maybe on 25, I don't remember, to do some printing stuff for us and put our branding stuff on the window already. And this is what the front of it looked like. Literally, at this point, we're sharing lots of images on Twitter, just talking about DigiLab opening Barking, the first of its kind in East London. So there was a buzz going, and before we knew it, newspaper turned up, and we got into the local newspaper. We thought, wow, this is cool, and we even managed to jump up in the while we were at it. And again, this is actually then follow on like the inside of DigiLab. You can see it's quite messy. At this point, we were like, okay, we need to get some. We need to get a different company to like basically build this space up for us, like to make it so we're to make like a stool level so people can stand, or if they want to, or they can sit on the stool to kind of like make it really agile. But then by the time the company first of all took so long to get back to us with how much it's going to cost with a quote, and then by the time that it was ridiculous amount of money, and there was no way we could afford that. Then this was set up for a meeting, and we at this point we have our current office, our old office space is also embarking. So we'd move our things, some of our things in there to just basically using this space to have a meeting. And then I thought, actually, what's the point of like trying to waste so much money, trying to find out we're going to raise the money to build up this stool that we want to. Then I saw that arranged, and I was like, wow, what if we put a base underneath it, and then boom, it's done. Like, is this the height that we want? So we thought, okay then, let's go to B&Q. We just, myself, that's Champion, one of the chair in Bright Steppings, and we just went to B&Q literally with our sketches. And then I think part of the reason why we moved like this, when we got into it, we're like, okay, so if we're creating DigiLab space, I'll explain what DigiLab are in. If we're creating DigiLab, right, we want people to be able to build stuff and make stuff in here. So actually, what better way to inspire people as they come in if we actually show that we build everything from scratch ourselves. So then we just do the challenge. I mean, for council to build something similar to this, like slightly bigger than this, like they did in Barking Library, I believe it cost them around 60k, like just to kit up the whole space, just normal office space. And there's no way we didn't spend that much. No way near that at all, like to do this all up myself. And you can see, I always make a joke about it looks like a coffin or something. But we built that up, and as we were doing that, then you can see lots of mess, we were building around our stuff. And then Zoino, the library manager, came in and said, oh, I've seen some office space somewhere where they have like nice design, greenery stuff, because we were going to cover all this stuff with like stickers. And we thought, oh yeah, why not? Let's do it. Then we went to B&Q again, bought us like AstroTurf, and then